Hey guys, it's Jonesy. Well, nearly ready for a maiden. I'm just going to quickly double check all of the flight modes and to make sure that all of the flight modes and what switches I've assigned them to, and also that the failsafe is working on the radio as well. So basically I don't have the LiPo connected at the moment. I've just got the USB connected up. Hopefully you can see the screen from the camera here. It's pretty bright out here in the sun, but so under initial setup, under failsafe, this screen here is good for just seeing what switches are assigned to what. Up here it says stabilize, so basically what I've got is I've got DX7 radio. The quads need to fly in acro or aeroplane mode, not helicopter. So basically the flight mode switch, the 3-position switch that I've got for that up on the right hand side at the top, is the one that I'm using, and under the aeroplane setup on the radio, that 3-position switch there is actually the flaps channel. So if I watch the screen here, and so the default mode in position 0 is stabilize mode, so that's the mode that you take off and land in. Flick it up one, I've got that one set to loiter. You can see that's just changed on the screen there. And if I flick it up another one, I've got that one set for altitude hold. So that's I mean, there's heaps of other different flight modes on these APMs, but just to start with, that's the 3 that I've assigned there. And over here on my aux auxiliary 2 switch, which is this one here, I've got that assigned with return to land. So if I flick that one there, you'll see it change to RTL on the screen. So those are basically the 4 different flight modes that I'll just play with to start with. I won't be doing any missions or anything too tricky yet. When I go to do that, I'll have to assign another switch or rearrange them to put that extra mode in. So basically that's the flight modes. That's all working okay. The only other thing I need to check now is the failsafe. Very important. So basically, if your radio ever loses contact with the quad, you can set it up so it will do a couple of different things. You can have it land. If it loses radio contact, it'll just land basically straight where it is. Or you also have the other option in here, which is return to land or return to home. That will only work obviously if you've got a GPS lock and your GPS is all working. If it's not, then it will just default to land where it is. So I can pretty easily test this. So on the radio, to arm and disarm, you need to be at 0 throttle, and then right rudder for 5 seconds. We'll arm the APM board. You can see on the screen there it now says armed. Now I'll throttle up to about half. There's no LiPo or anything plugged in, remember, it's just the USB. Now I'm going to simulate the radio losing contact with the quad, so simulating a failure, and I'm basically just going to switch off my radio. So I've switched off the radio, and straight away here you can see that's gone to land. So the quad would just basically be landing wherever it lost radio contact. As I said before, you can set it so that it will return to home. That's probably the better option, but for now I'm just going to leave it on land. If you do regain radio contact, it's not going to matter because the board's disarmed and it will have landed pretty much straight away anyway. You can recover if it's in return to home mode by flicking the flight switch into another mode and then flicking it back to your normal stabilized mode, which will allow you to regain control of it. But hopefully that's never ever going to happen, and we won't need to worry about that. So basically that's pretty much it. I'm happy with that, and we're just about ready for a maiden. So I'll fire up the batteries and give it a go. Thanks.